that at? Oh no! Oh no! All right, ladies and gentlemen, 160 pounds. We are at 13 PSI. You saw back there, 100% battery. We got 3,081 miles. That is, I'll put it in kilometers right up here for all of you kilometer peoples. Thank you for joining me on this epic long range test after 3,000 miles for the XR Classic. We're gonna get to the bottom of this discussion. What's the range on the XR Classic? Here's the beginning of our epic journey. Here we go. Whew. We're rocking free foot, gang. Whew. You see the epic landed footwear? Just handling the terrain. We don't need footholds. We got landed footwear. Anyways, we're gonna hold the phone so that we can make sure and verify that our speedometer is going. Woo! 95%, checking in, baby. Trying out this brand new Leat 7.5 Moto. My last helmet was not quite rated for the speeds that I be pushing to the limits to. Here we go down this very nice chundery. You. XR Classic never fails to disappoint. Could understand where some of the heavier riders are not as impressed. I see your comments. I totally understand where you're coming from. I did just lose 20 pounds. But that doesn't even put me in the 200-pound range, so. But yes, it's completely understandable that you bigger riders out there are not impressed with what the XR Classic puts out as far as torque and power, especially at the lower speeds. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about how much range does the XR Classic get after 3,000 mileage, after 3,000 miles of hard usage. We're talking on-road, we're talking off-road, we're talking freestyle. I rode this XR Classic at Battle for the Rail, Race for the Rail. My daughter used this exact XR Classic at Seek and Shred 2024 in the Groms category. That was a mistake. She needed some more power. Trying to keep up with them young boys off the line. Put her in the dirt. Anyways, the XR Classic, this one, made it down the hill. It represented, and it is an absolutely capable board. Woo! This is not my favorite part of the ride, but the XR Classic can handle the sand, even though, phew, oh. Made it, baby. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am nervous about the mileage I'm gonna get on this. I'm thinking like, I was getting 13 to 16. Hello. Now I'm getting more like, I don't know. It's consistently stayed at 13, but I haven't been testing range in quite a while. I haven't been trying to top those mileage charts. For a while I was holding it down at the top of the list up until like a month before Seek and Shred last year. And then I decided that every minute spent on a board needed to be spent practicing at speeds with all my gear on, putting in technical speed training for racing, because I decided that I want to do more than be a steezy trick rider. I want to push the limits of these speeds and see what these boards are capable of. And in that journey, I had to let go of my top spot on the mileage from 1,000 to like 2,500 probably. I had the mileage, I was leading the mileage board and the daily streak for for a while. For I'd say like four months, from Christmas of 2025 up until Seek and Shred. So like 4 or 5 months ish. And every day I was doing about I was doing insane mileage in a day. I was doing like 15. I would do 15 on weekdays, minimal. And I would go out on my lunch breaks at work and I would put in like, it depended on how long my lunch was, how busy and things like that. But some days I was putting in a full battery on the XR Classic. So I was doing like, San Diego is pretty hilly. So I was doing like 13 on a low day, because those hills be draining that battery. Oh yeah. So, what's our battery at? We're at 84%. Here we go. Oh, I'm used to being able to reach down and touch my nose. This is my first ride with the Liat helmet. Oh, I can touch my nose, just barely. It's been a while since I rode without a remote as well, to be honest, because I'm trying to lock in with that VESC remote. I've joined the dark side. It is official. However, the future, the flowy firmware of the Future Motion XR Classic is undoubtedly superior. However, in the trick world, some of the details that I like outweigh the superiority of the flowy firmware on the XR Classic. What in specific could he possibly be talking about? He talks so much. I'm specifically talking about the weight difference between the XR Classic and the older XR models. Not to mention the customizability of the XR platform. There is so much aftermarket support. You've got aftermarket support, you've got custom battery builders, custom board builders, custom tuners. It's just one of those things. If you want to dip your foot in, you might go with Future Motion, but if you're fully indulged and you're going through parts and you're needing to figure out cost efficiency, you know, those are the type of details that make you wonder if VESC is for you. Well, at least that's how I felt after I started breaking things and needing help outside of the factory, because I can't afford to be sending my board in every time I knock a wire loose doing some bonks off of a curb and my board dies and I gotta send it in. Comfort at speed with Hazel. I ate crap on this with the remote. Let's see if I can redeem myself without a remote. It's not looking good already, I'm telling you that much. But it's possible. Woo! Oh, did you hear that? You hear that? Haptic up the hill. Yoo! All right. We have made it to, I don't know where, we're at the end of the levee. This is part of my main route when I was doing mileage, because it's long and predictable. However, that was my downfall, because the day after Thanksgiving, which I've spoken about this before, I fell And I can vouch for, if you're 185 pounds and you are going max speed and the wind is pushing from your backside and you are flying down a dirt road, 26.9 is when the XR Classic will decide to shut off on you. And when it does, you better be prepared to run it out. I run out like 16 mile an hour. I run out like 20. Go check my 31 mile an hour fall. Technically I ran 31, 30. I got a couple steps in there. Well, that's 69%. You. All right. Landed the superior landed footwear, not being blocked by the footholds. They're out there in their full glory. Woo. Right, this was the moment. This was the scene of the crime. This is where I got bodied. I came around this turn. I spoke about it many times. Came around this turn. The wind caught me like a sail. I swooped. I smashed the ground. I didn't have a chest protector. I didn't have nothing. Actually, yes, I did. Of course I did. I had on my tack jacket. The problem is when you roll, I rolled really hard and it turns out that roll might have been less than a roll. It might have been, I rolled like a rock and my elbow went straight into my ribs and it was one of the most painful experiences. I forget, I start getting too comfortable. And we all know when you're going over 20, 23, you can't hear nothing, especially no haptic. So, you know, I get to cruising and grooving and listen to the music. Next thing you know, I'm smashing the ground at 26 miles an hour. So, all right. We're cruising. You guys ready for this? Not today. Oh, we're getting the clip. That's happening. All right, here we go. That was so gnarly. There we go. Oh yeah! That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta battle it out. Ooh, that's didn't used to be there. Oh my God, we made it. I I'm genuinely mind boggled just now. We made that. All right, we're at 46%, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna continue this Flowstate mile range test on the XR Classic here in Lake Elsinore, California. Yes, yes, you may recognize this if you were watching the beginning of the video, but we are absolutely not going the same way. Why? Because I know the way, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get a little flow on. Looks like they've been doing something, but there is before we found the whoops, there was this, and this is just as fun. So, here we go. It's pretty it's pretty terrifying when I start hitting haptic speeds on this, because on all my boards 20 is nothing. So whoa, whoa, woo! Oh, it's a whole new world. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Now we gotta go back, of course. But the back is uphill, so we don't want to push uphill on the XR Classic, because that would be bad news, ladies and gentlemen. Side note, the GOAT, absolutely goated. I am a fan of the GOAT. You know I love all TFL's tires and all that, but the GOAT for the 6-inch off-road, I'm a big fan of the GOAT. I'm just saying. 6 and 6.5. I like the GOAT. On-road, off-road, and freestyle, baby. Oh. We're gonna, you know, just because. Because why not? You. Oh man, we don't want to break out and exit, break and enter. We don't want to break and exit. We didn't technically break and enter, but we don't want to break and exit either. So we got miles. We got 37%, ladies and gents. We're just gonna do the damn thing. Whew. Just gonna get our Vinny Vizzle on. Give you some smooth. Give them something to talk about. And as we're nearing the end portion of this ride, 37, 36, 35%. Hello, sir. 35% battery. Would you trade range for that flowy firmware from Future Motion? If you know me, you know I've already made my decision. My GT, it's gone. Still got the XRC, baby. Why? Cause when I go off a drop and that nose doesn't pop up all crazy like on the GT, that's what keeps me coming back to the XRC, baby. Woo! That line was not planned. I made that up just so you know, cause I'm out here, cause I'm crazy. Anyways, when I first started riding a one wheel, this is where I started getting fast on this specific straightaway. Something about the way that when you hit the turns and you come out of them, it like slingshots you, and next thing you know, you're doing 27 and you never even knew that was your max speed until you look at your damn speedometer and find out you were doing 27, sir. Yeah. I was like, what? This is amazing. 27. All right. 27. Oh, that's where we want to go. Skr, skr. We maybe have enough battery to get home. It's getting real right about now. I don't know if I'm actually gonna make it home or not. The battery anxiety, it's starting to kick in. It's there. Because at 30% battery, it just starts going so fast that you can't really judge range or anything. So right about now, between 30 and 35% battery, I am experiencing range anxiety. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna climb this hill anyways. Why? Because as a normal rider, this is what I would be doing. I would be having to go home and I would be having to crawl up that hill. We're at 30% battery. Are we gonna make it? This is my favorite spot to charge into the speed. You may or may not recognize this spot from the last video. The landed footwear, which I am sporting right now. Whew. And yeah, landed footwear are superiorly comfortable. I am not lying when I say that. They really are comfortable. But we're talking about the XR Classic right now. And the landed footwear on the XR Classic is just feeling absolutely stunning. All right, see me get a little bonker this time, maybe land it. You can't see it, but that bonk is on this weird concaved hill. So you have to come in at just the right angle to hit it and land. Super strange. And as you can see, that didn't go so well for me in the last video. And I am rocking free foot gang this video. Ooh, so we're at 17. Don't be charging too fast, man. What are you doing? You trying to show the world your butt again and fall like a dum-dum? Show the world what not to do? Get flooded with comments on Reddit again? All the people, they want to know, how do you feel? Like a dum-dum, like a dumbo. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Here we go. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 25%. Should I push the limits and find out? Man, of course. Of course. Is there any other way? I don't know where I'm gonna do that at. But oh, I know what I can do. Somebody is yelling Nighthawk over there. No joke, here we are at 24%. I forgot, I drove my car here, even though we're only a few blocks away. Here's my car. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna keep going because we need to burn this battery. We don't know the range if we don't burn the battery. Whew. So here we go, we're burning the battery. Ooh, we're going uphill. I just felt it not like that at all. 23, the battery is going extremely fast. I wanna go the way there isn't a dog. We're gonna get eaten by a dog. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. And there you have it. You can still run it out on the XR Classic. Oh no. We didn't get that on film. It's okay. We're at 22 miles. Sorry, 22%. We've only gotten 9.8 miles. And my prediction was right around 13 miles. So, we're not looking too good, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, who knows? We might get pretty close. I guess now I have to go all the way down. If you guys don't notice, I mean, this is my spot. This is where I film all my videos. At the lake, at the levee, the golf course, the stadium. It's beautiful atmosphere out here. And that is why I'm always here on the XR Classic. 3,000 miles strong. And oh, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but we've got a warning for one. The warning is real. But I started pushing at speeds that are gonna drop me. We don't wanna do that. We're at 20% battery. Ladies and gentlemen, we do know where we're going though. So we're gonna keep, why do I keep accelerating like that? Oh! Oh my God! Where did that come from? Yo, that was terrifying. So normally this would be the direction that I'd be going home. And I would go this way, all the way this way. We're at 19. We're gonna have to do quite a loop to burn this. Oh, it's never mind. I don't know. It's so unpredictable when you're this low. Like, is it gonna drop fast? Is it gonna drop slow? Is it gonna drop you? I don't know. Coming up with the Dr. Seuss ludicrous rhymes. Why do I say ludicrous? Holes by the foes and holes by the bar, holes by the car. 17%. Here we go. Oh. 16. Oh. All right, guys. The world wants to know, Josh, what percentage, what battery life, how many miles, all of the things. And you're the one they want to know it from. All right, this little hill right here, this little hill, it's kind of a gnarly little hill. I don't know. Oh, we made it. All right now is the point where we do not, see this is my little max speed. Oh. We're taking it nice and easy. We're gonna get some final flow state at 14. Final flow state at 14 miles an hour. Whew. 12%, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It is not looking good at all. We are at 11%. All right, guys. We are gonna ride it till the first time it does haptic and shuts off. Is that a fair guesstimate? Because we all know I'm pushing the limits right now and I could very well hurt myself very badly. So the first time it shuts off and tells me it's time to stop, we're gonna stop. But thank you. We're gonna keep pushing until the battery is all the way at its lowest. And here we go. It's at 10% as I speak and look at you right now, which means at any moment, she's gonna start buzzing. She's gonna pitch right up into the air. Anyways, definitely like, subscribe, leave a comment, what percent, what mileage, do all the things. Anyways, here we go. We're at 10%. We are at 10%. We are at 10%, 11.3 miles. We're going, 9%. 9%. 9%, ladies and gentlemen. We're hapticking. 9%. She's red, guys. She's all the way red. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.